Hey guys, Jamie from Mapp here. Welcome back to the Mapp Masterplan series. We're helping you in this series turn Black Friday sales into long-term revenue by growing your customer loyalty. Joining me again are some of our fantastic partners with strategies, stories, and insights. So let's kick things off. Thanks for joining us again as part of the Mapp Masterplan series. In our previous episode, we showed you how you can use gamification to acquire your customers, grow your database, and send that first communication. They've interacted with your brand across a couple of channels, and you've got data on their demographics, behavior, history, and preferences. It's a clear window into your customers to form that valuable relationship and emotional connection with them. Now, if they've already made a purchase with your brand, fantastic. But is one sale ever enough? Definitely not. After all, you need to keep focus on them, keep engaging with them throughout the Christmas season, rather than fading away after Black Friday and beyond Black Friday, beyond Christmas. After all, it's all about nurturing your customers from that very first interaction. So our partner AKQA comes bearing gifts this season in helping you nurture customers. Let's find out more.
Thank you, Jamie. So for all of those watching and don't know me, I'm Esther. I work in the partner marketing team at Mapp. And I would like to say hello to Elizabeth and thank you for joining us today to talk a little bit about nurturing campaigns for Black Friday. But could you please introduce yourself and AKQA?
So AKQA is a design and imagination company. What we do is we create some of the world's best experiences for luxury and digital brands and their clients. And it's just been a real privilege to work here. So I head up our data and analytics practice across our London and Sweden studios. And we are happy to welcome clients who really just want to kind of take that growth and that personalization to the next level.
What does it take strategy wise to nurture customers enough and keep them engaged during the Black Friday and Christmas campaigns?
One of the things that's most important is maintaining the focus really on the customer relationship itself and not just driving towards the sale. So what we like to do is encourage our clients take that first step in our approach to say, let's segment our audiences. Let's segment out those who are just holiday shoppers, who purchased last year around this time and hasn't really been very active since then. And then let's, kind of look at our, regular buyers. So where we've seen success is for the segments of people where we say they purchase more during holiday period, we don't lead with discounts, we lead with familiarity. A lot of times what I see retailers do is they'll lead with strong discounts. They'll lead with a lot of, just kind of blast messaging, repeated, redundant, even in some cases. And that doesn't really bode well in terms of, reeling people in, right off the bat. What we want to do is we like to encourage them, start even before holiday, say, hey, holidays are coming up. Maybe surface the types of categories that they purchased for last year. Holiday shoppers may not be buying for themselves most of the time. So try not to take their demographic data that you may have about them and try to take their behavioral data that you have about their prior shopping experiences and see if you can build targeted, campaigns in that realm. I think another example that's been really useful is, encouraging loyalty. So this is definitely part of the acquisition strategy for new customers, obviously, whether or not they're around holiday period, but especially during holiday period, it is worthwhile to build that segment of for the new people coming, kind of take them through a journey that engages them with your brand through the appropriate channels and really just making sure that you get them into that loyalty funnel so that they have an opportunity post holiday to, keep engaging with your brand.
Where do you think marketers go wrong when they try to build these nurturing campaigns? Is it because they focus a lot on the discount itself? They're just playing hard on the 50% or 30% off? Where do you think is a problem?
Again, just I think not focusing on the relationship and just focusing on maybe the driving the sale is the priority. While both are important, what we have seen good to stop doing is non-segmented, non-targeted messaging. Where we have seen a lot of success is personalization. But I do want to mention, don't be creepy. I've seen recently where some retailers Luckily, our clients seem to be more the wise, but don't do anything where you're kind of saying, hey, Elizabeth, I saw that you were in London and it's, 22 degrees Celsius today. We would love to get together and share with you about, whatever our service or products are. That's just kind of weird. It's also not really a good touch point. When we talk about personalization, the right way to do it is to be a little bit more discreet and elegant in the approach, where you might say, hey, Elizabeth, holiday is coming up. We thought you might be interested in, and use that behavioral and past purchase data to recommend, tracksuits. Maybe they bought tracksuits or, maybe more like athletic gear last year. So that might be something. Or if you're in the service industry, maybe it's kind of telling them about, we have this holiday experience. Another tip I have, I guess, in that regard is, just really respecting the channels and the frequency with which your customers like to interact with you. What we have done is we have done some affinity modeling where, there's a constant check in to see what channels are customers engaging with in our known audience segments, and being able to gear ads and communications to them through the channels that they are seeing and interacting with, and pulling back on the ones that they are not. An area where we find success is giving our clients, having their customers be given the opportunity to basically say, how often do I want to get contacted? For email campaigns and text messages, in particular, we find great success there. So it doesn't just um, give your end customers a point of exit if they don't want to interact as frequently. It gives them a point to still engage and remain relevant.
Great takeaways. And being AKQA, again, a very famous, well-known agency, not just here in the UK, but worldwide. You work with very big brands, and I know maybe this question is going to be a bit tricky because you're not allowed to disclose brands all the time. But could you share with us a successful customer story that springs to mind?
So we work a lot in the luxury space. We are really honored to partner with some of the most elite brands in the world. And we had a luxury spirits company in the retail sector. What we did for a campaign was we were able to, again, look at their database, segment their customers for the retail or for the Black Holiday period. We were able to elevate this message to certain groups of affinity who we knew were buying at more of a collector's range of end. We're able to kind of give them a heads up of notice of, hey, we've got, these collections coming out, or let us know, what you're looking for this holiday season. So we targeted that, really high end collector type of clientele. What we were also able to do with the segmentation strategy is kind of look at the people who were buying for themselves for entertaining, for that segment, send them particular messages around, recipes or good pairings. And they even did a really neat partnership brand campaign. So with the spirits, and then there was also an experience that went with it with one of our other partners, which was really fun. And then what we're able to do is just kind of the normal buyers during the holiday season, maybe gifting, maybe, just it's kind of an annual treat for them during the holiday season, those segments. So that was all based on first party known customer data. We then were also able to create a lookalike list. So developing lookalikes off of that, sending out targeting, and that proved to be a pretty successful acquisition campaign strategy in that regard. So taking that first party data, segmenting it, creating the lookalike audiences. And I know Mapp does that really well. And you guys have a lot of really neat features built into the platform.
Thank you so much for your time, Elizabeth, and for sharing your expertise. It was very fantastic to be here today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. We're glad to be here, and we're glad to partner with you guys as well. And good luck to everyone during holiday season. I hope it is a great success for all of us.
So let's put this into action. Traditionally, children post their Christmas wish lists to Santa through the mail. But with more demands, technology, high expectations, and that last-minute request, Santa needed to modernize this process for efficiency. He chooses to join forces with you, an omni-channel retailer, to help spread the word. But what would your game plan be? Here's how we would do it at Mapp. The first step would be building a dynamic landing page for parents to add several of their children's names, dates of birth, and wish lists for Christmas. By doing this, you're able to capture the zero-party data in a GDPR-compliant way. Your CDP then assigns each submission to an existing or new customer profile for you to base your communications on. Now, to promote this campaign in the upcoming weeks to Christmas, you've pinpointed the key touchpoints to engage new and existing customers. You turn in-store footfall into direct traffic to your landing page by using QR codes and printed receipts. To spread that awareness digitally, you can also push this campaign via SMS and emails. So now you're starting to see some engagement and submissions. You've created a couple of automated journeys to put into place to reply to each child with personalized messages. Now, in the back end of your campaign, your CDP has the core information for you to use in your marketing automation to send those personalized emails from Santa. Here's what it would look like. So you're able to encourage customers to make purchases on the website and fulfill their child's wishes by utilizing a compelling interactive experience that provides an emotional connection to your customers. Going forward, you can continue collecting and using customer data to create those personalized experiences that customers want to nurture throughout the next year. And finally, you're lightening Santa's workload for every Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us today. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll explore the secrets of re-engaging your Black Friday customers for a more joyful Christmas season. See you in the next episode.